Hi guys, how are you today? Time to talk housewives. So we got a couple good shows for you, a couple good stories for you today. First, we're going to talk about Wendy Williams and the network allegedly having her replacement, her brother Tommy coming out reacting to those dementia rumors. And then we're going to talk about Sheree Whitfield, supposedly already broken up before they started filming with her boyfriend Tyrone. And what I think that's just a bunch of just a cockamamie story. Okay. And then we're going to talk about Lisa Rinna pushing her lipstick named after her mom. People are saying it's in poor taste. Lisa just can't win for losing, now can she? So let me go ahead, play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi guys, how are you? Okay, Perry, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? Hey, first of all, hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Thanksgiving week. Hope everybody having a good time. Hopefully, you guys will be closing down tomorrow and enjoy at least a 4-day weekend. What's up,
Yeah,
Sherrell?
yeah. Hopefully, tomorrow, unless something just good comes along, most likely we're done for the holidays. We got a lot of family coming in. Hopefully, it'll be a good one. Hopefully, you guys will have a good Thanksgiving. I don't need to come on either for a couple days. I'm having a bad hair day. This is bad, people. It's bad. But anyway, it's a kind of a slow day. But I just wanted to go over a couple of video stories that I wanted in my collection so I don't get too far behind because of the holiday. Because I might go shopping the day after because you're supposed to be able to get deals. I mean, that's what they say. I never find the deals, by the way.
You'll be
Also, if
shopping
you
tomorrow.
and we're going shopping tomorrow, poor Perry.
Yeah.
All I do is spend all your money. Yeah. Okay. Also, if you haven't signed up already for Perry's hotline, the area code is 702-553-3288. Okay. I wanted to talk about Wendy Williams. This is I wanted to talk about Wendy Williams. I Did you feel an earthquake? Did you feel
No,
something
I've
shake?
been, I've been feeling something too. That's why I just looked out the window to make sure it wasn't the garage opening, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Um, I hope it's not an earthquake. Um, let's talk about Wendy Williams because this story has been everywhere. So yesterday, the blogs was reporting that Wendy Williams is in a wheelchair, unable to walk, and suffering from dementia.
Hmm.
Okay, so today her brother Tommy Williams came out and put this to the Sun and said that that's not true. She's having physical problems, but not stages of dementia. This story makes me really, really sad, and let me tell you why. This dementia story is not new. This has been
No,
out.
at
What's
least a
that?
year. Yeah, at least.
Hasn't it?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
rem- I know there's a person who told me about this probably about a year ago. They said that she had holes in her brain and it was all drug and alcohol induced and things like that. So, but yesterday it's being reported as if this was the first time that this rumor has been out here. But it's just makes me so sad, the whole thing. What Wendy's going through, I feel like Tommy, now you know Tommy's a friend of yours.
Right.
Um, I feel like Tommy feels the need to protect his sister, which I would too if that was my sister.
Right. That's
You
true.
feel that way?
No, it's true, and like not in like. Well, I think even when he come down to whether she got dementia or not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's been going on for a while.
Mhm.
I think oftentimes if you become ill or a family member and somebody can hint on it could be this coming from a doctor or whatnot, it's easy to go in some type of a denial too, or like not wanting to live up with it. Like I'm saying, like
Mm. You saying
if
Tommy's in
somebody told,
denial?
huh?
You're saying Tommy's in denial?
Well, not in a way. in a bad way. Like, I mean, like in a way, but I think that, I mean, anytime you're told this, it's hard to take to hear a family member has this
No,
thing.
Perry. Who would tell him that but a doctor?
Right, I
You
get it.
say it's
No,
not
no,
true.
no. I'm saying well, I don't know. I'm just saying personally, when I talk to him, he always tell me, no, these stories aren't true, but these stories out there for a reason.
That's where
Okay.
I was coming from with it. I
And
was
just
saying,
like, say the picture in the wheelchair, we can't deny the picture. So maybe we'll say, well, she's not losing her mind or whatever, right? But I think that it's his sister. And after losing, I mean, personally, I'm just saying, after losing his mother, going through all that stuff, his father is older, right? And now his sister, it's like, I think it's making him sort of go into denial for me.
Perry,
Well, I'm just
I
saying, maybe
don't
it's not
know
the right
what
word to say.
I feel like people are reporting on his sister on a daily basis. Some of it's true, some of it's wrong, some of it's made up.
Right.
And we hearing the reports of the job, and I feel that he feels a duty as his brother, as her brother, to stand up for his sister, to come out and say this isn't true, or you guys stop reporting on her so much, she needs time alone. Like, he's coming out doing his brotherly duties but making it worse at the same time. And I
Right.
remember, like, sometimes I wouldn't tell you stuff just so you wouldn't know, because while he's trying to protect his sister, there's people around him that are giving us these stories.
Right.
So I feel bad for Tommy. I don't think Tommy's in denial. I think
Oh,
if
well, no.
she had
Okay, now when I
dementia,
say,
he would
okay,
come out and say it.
okay, let me try to explain this to you. When I say denial, I'm not trying to put him in a bad light by saying he's just choosing to be a fool. I think watching his sister in this condition that she's in, regardless of what it is taking a toll on him. And you just hope and pray that it go away. And then some people go out there and voice things in a different way, hoping that that would change the scenario. But
So
by
you
somebody
just said
saying
the
that,
same thing. It sounds like you're saying that these things are happening and Tommy's in denial. That's what it sounds like.
okay, right. I know, but I don't know. Maybe how you say it to me, it makes it sound like it's a bad thing. I'm not saying that. I think, a lot of people can go in denial about different things. I think that he loved his sister. And part is what you're saying is true too. Like he want people to stop talking about her. And if you go and say she don't have these things and let other people reporting it, now people are gonna come back. Yes, she do. It keeps the story going, for one. Or no, that makes sense.
You didn't say anything. Go ahead.
No. I'm saying that, okay, basically I just think that deep in his heart, he know what's going on. He just hate to admit it to himself. I guess that's denial, right? No?
He's your friend, right?
No. Yeah, he's my friend, but I'm saying even friends don't tell you everything. I mean, me and Tommy talked a lot. He'll say, well, no, those stories not true. But when you get credible sources inside her circle that's telling you these things.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I said, I feel like he's trying to protect his sister, but he doesn't understand that these stories are coming from people very close to them.
Right.
So
No,
he
I get it.
doesn't know. He doesn't know. I think only one time he might have asked you who told you that. But I mean, I don't think he knows that these are the people very close to them that are putting out these stories. And so I think he feels inundated, almost like, where are they getting these stories from? And it's coming from your own camp.
Right. Well, do you think he knows
No, I don't think he knows that
her
part.
condition?
Yeah, I think if she had, listen, that rumor's been going around for a long time. And when it was told to me by somebody very important on that staff. So that's not a new story.
No, I
I
get
think
it.
that, and so if it was true, he would say it. I think that she's going through her mental health problems.
I think, okay, no, see, this is what I think is different. I think that if it's true, it's still a chance he might not tell me, only because it's a family issue and he want to keep it private. But somebody in the circle that working around her obviously is putting this stuff out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't think he knows who that is. I think
Right.
he feels inundated. I think he doesn't want his sister's reputation messed up. I don't think he understands where the story's coming from. And he doesn't realize that the things that's happening to him, his sister was a part of. So it's almost like, you know how the media could just be too much at times,
Right. Right.
but that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel my heart goes out to Tommy, not just Wendy, Tommy, to their whole family, because this is terrible. And then this next report I got to report is even worse. So, you know, I'm being told that Sheree Shepherd is going to replace Wendy Williams.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. She had the highest ratings. She's a veteran in the game. She had positive reviews from the audience. She knows the business. And they have announced that they're bringing her back. Let me see if I can find that. December 19th, 13th through the 19th, but I'm being told that she's going to be the permanent replacement. Now, can you imagine hearing that from a blog? Well, and knowing what your sister's going through?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I can imagine that. But I would say this also, though, but I would think even before the message even got out there that she's going to be replacing her, that Wendy already knew. Oh, no, you don't think so?
Who's gonna tell Wendy that?
I mean, I don't know, maybe production wouldn't tell her? Or no? I don't know.
Just really, who would tell Wendy that? So Wendy's having these troubles. This networks has been looking at her sideways for the longest now. Who's going to come to her and say, "We found your replacement"?
Oh, well, I see that part. Well, okay, I got you. Yeah, right.
This is a complicated situation. I feel bad for the whole family. I don't think the rumors of dementia is true. I know it came from an insider in their camp. I just don't think it's true. I heard something about he did an interview and he told the interviewer that she had dementia. I don't see Tommy doing that. You wouldn't just tell an interviewer, you would make a public announcement, because that would affect her job.
Right.
So everyone's saying that she has dementia. I don't think that's true at all. That's actually coming from someone who is very close to her. Well, that's the person who told me, and he told me this a long time. This person told me this about a year ago.
See, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say she had it or not, because dementia is one of those things that it just starts on. A person can have it for a while, and the symptoms just get worse and worse. I don't know whether she got it or not, but I would say this part though, like, I think Wendy had done her time. Wendy was successful at whatever she did. I mean, everybody road come to an end though.
You told her brother that too, didn't you say that?
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, because I was saying, because if in the last, like we get to admit, like the last year and a half, Tommy talked about it, and I said that, this is what I think with your sister, man. I think she made a mark for everybody to live up to, paved the way for a lot of females to go out there and do this stuff. That
you think it's time for her to move on.
She can move on now, because now it'd be different if she had the best health right now, but she's been going through health issues for the last year and a half. Sometimes it's best for her, in my opinion, so you can't tell nobody how to do it, but that she done made her money, made her stuff, enjoy her life outside the TV. It's another life out there. You know what I'm saying? Go and be Wendy and get these private moments. When you're in a spotlight all the time, nothing's never private. It's just too much.
Too much. Now look at Gary starting trouble. Really, Gary? Sheridan took Wendy's job. That is so messed up. Don't say that, Gary. Don't say that. I mean, I understand both points of view. Wendy's just not in a place where she can carry on. She's got to take care of Wendy right now.
Johnny Carson didn't last forever, did he? I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to rat off some people that was doing this stuff. I'm just saying that it's nothing for him to be embarrassed about, is what I'm trying to say.
I see what you're saying now.
When we all get to an older stage, we all get health issues and other things. Shit, some of us get it while we're young, but what I'm saying is, it's nothing for him to have to protect her for.
You're saying, okay, I got it. This is what you're saying. Hold on. Marcia must have came late. It's supposed to be Sheree Shepherd because she did a fantastic job, they're saying, and the numbers were boosted. You're saying you think it's time for Wendy to let it go, and you think it's time for Tommy to let it go. Tommy doesn't have to go around protecting his sister because it's going to turn out the way it's going to turn out. And he's not going to save or change anything. Just
regardless
let it play itself out.
Regardless of what he come out and say, people are going to think what they want to think anyway. And let's keep it real.
Yeah.
And whatever's going on with Wendy, it's a private matter with the family. Tommy can know about it. He ain't got to come and talk about it. People are going to say what they want to say anyway. They've been doing it for years. So
I got you. I got you now. When you're saying in denial, you don't mean it in a harsh way. You're meant it's not going to stop anything, Tommy. Let it go.
Right. And then people are just going to question your integrity and all that. And certain things don't need to be discussed in public.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I heard a lot of people, some people were saying it's not a good look for him to go around talking about his sister, but I really think he's doing it from his heart and trying to protect his sister. No matter what he does, people are going to talk about it. Just block all this out, the public, and focus on the family.
And in my opinion, if he keep going out doing these interviews and people start asking these questions and you're saying, well, no, that's not it. She'll be back. She'll be back in 6 months, 6 weeks and all this stuff. You don't, I mean, really, unless that was just say, but you know, when somebody going through health issues, you don't really know when they're coming back. And if she do get replaced, it wasn't because she was no good. She had health issues.
Yeah. And we all know she's a legend in the game and she's good at what she's doing. Take care of home. You don't need this junk anymore, Wendy.
If Wendy was 110% healthy and wanted to do her job, wouldn't nobody be replacing her? That's all I'm saying.
Well, listen, the least we can do is pray for all parties involved here. May Tommy learn to, not get so invested when they talk about family, which is his sister.
And I get it. It's hard. It's hard sometimes when you go through years and years, people talking about your sister or whatever. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
That part I understand, but it comes with the business. Sometimes I don't like people talking about you, but hell, you out here.
Yeah.
So I got to deal with, I got to swallow my pride and say, okay, it is what it is.
Yeah.
As long as they don't show up on my front porch.
Yeah. I got it. It makes more sense. Right. But we're sending prayers out to Wendy, Tommy, and the whole family.
Prayers out.
And Sheree, if you're the chosen one, good luck. But everything points to it's you. I'm being told behind the scenes she's going to be the replacement. They're bringing her back again. And I thought she was okay, but I'm just ready for them to replace her and move on. I'm tired of talking about this same thing. So it is with this long interview when they're bringing all these different people in and out. If it's not going to work, I'm ready to face it and move on. I heard the new season of New Jersey Housewives is explosive, and there's a physical altercation between two housewives that you would not expect. I go back and forth with that. I don't know if I'm going to cover them this season. I'll talk about that after I get to my premiere stories. Okay. Let's talk about Lisa Rinna. Oh, Lisa. So listen, I do this job. I talk my trash. I drag who I need to drag because it's part of the job, people. It is a part of the job.
Right.
So bad. Right. Hold on. Let me turn that off. Hold on. But hold on. I hate that when you click on something and an ad pops up. But Lisa Rinna is going through a hard time, which I really understand. Grief is no joke. I'm grieving right now. It's no joke. I might come on here. What happened to Gabor? He dropped out of the last show. No, Gabor's fine. No. He's just off today. He should be back tomorrow. Or it depends on our schedules for Thanksgiving.
Right.
So she's grieving right now. And we drag Lisa around here because of her behavior on the show. It's kind of repulsive, right?
Right.
But you don't want to drag anyone when they're going through a hard time. I'm not the kind of person to kick someone when they're down. But people are feeling offended. That damn commercial keeps popping up. I can't even show it. People are feeling offended by Lisa Rinna promoting her lipstick it's named after her mom. I would tell you the name, but I had to close the tab.
Wasn't it Lola something? I don't know. It was something like that.
Oh my God, this is driving me crazy. This is what she said. Free I Love Lois lipstick. It's called I Love Lois, the color. Um, yeah, we said it this weekend. Only get one. Oh my gosh. I'm done. I can't. So she tried to give free samples of her mom, the lipstick that's named after her mother. Um, and people said it was just repulsive. How dare you use your mom's name to promote your lipsticks?
Brand, right.
And she came out and said, "Don't tell me how to grieve," in so many words. I can't pop the uh, words up here, but is it tacky, Perry?
Now I read an article and it was, if I remember exactly what it said, it was basically like, if you get the lowest lipstick this weekend, you'll get like a certain percentage off or something like that. So it's not like she was just saying, hey,
that thing keeps popping up. This
it
ad.
wasn't like, to me, when I read it, maybe I could have misread it or whatever. It didn't come across to me that if she was saying, I'm giving away free lipstick under my mother's name this weekend. It came across, if you buy this lowest lipstick, you'll get X amount of dollars off on something else, like a discount somewhere, right?
Yeah, right.
Now, it came across a little to me, and it rubbed me the wrong way a little bit.
It rubbed you the wrong way? Why?
Right. It's different, like, if her mother would have passed, and then she would have came out, maybe go through all the stuff, and then name a lipstick after her mother and honor her mother. But if you already got it, it's there, right? Go through your grieving period. Do not try to capitalize on the media attention that your mother just passed.
That's how you felt, that it was
I feel like it's riding a train. If something's trending,
right,
and you go out there and now you pushing this product, you ain't doing it for free. You trying to make money off of it. I could be wrong. I'm just saying, just how I looked at it. It's like it came across. I feel like this: if she didn't own the company and somebody else did, and they went out and pushed this product, if they pushed this product after her mother died, you'll be said that's insensitive.
That's right. You're right.
I almost got to look at it. It's insensitive to me if she did it, and whether she's thinking straight when she gave him permission, or, I mean, even if I was strapped for money, I don't think I would do that.
I think you made sense to me. If there was another owner of the company and they start pushing the lowest lipsticks, you would say, too soon. What are you doing? Yeah. Dolaman says, side note, why was Chris wearing Grace pants at the reunion? I'm not messing with you, Dolaman. I'm just not. I'm not. Yeah. So with that, the way you explaining it that way, it's most definitely too soon. But I'm going to give her a break because I'm really have a soft place in my heart for people that go through grieving.
I get it.
Like I did with Nene. So, maybe she just made
and for me, I'm not gonna say she's not grieving, because I think anybody with a half a heart would.
Perry, is it me? You guys are Perry being ruthless.
No. I think anybody with half a heart would grieve.
Oh, grieve.
Grieve, right? But what I'm saying is, I think the reason why she pushed that lipstick, just in my opinion, is out of greed.
Yeah.
Greed for cash. You do not go, and auction off your mother's stuff after she passed away.
Let me push back a little bit, Perry.
No, go ahead.
Just because your loved one passed away, the bills don't stop.
No, they don't. The bills didn't stop. Okay, okay. What I'm trying to say, the bills didn't stop a week before her passing either. You didn't push that product like that. I think people out here praying for your mother, doing all this stuff, sending their condolences, and then here you are, to me, trying to capitalize on it. It's almost like somebody taking Hurricane Katrina, going to make up some fake T-shirts, selling them, supposed to be giving them somebody, and you just, I don't know. To me, it's greed.
I need Gabor. You are really out there today. I don't know, Perry. Let's just be gentle with her right now.
No. I told you, it's not that I don't think that she's not grieving at all. I think she had that. But, some people can grieve and still can't overcome their natural problem, greed.
Wow. All right. Okay. Let's move on to our final story, which is about Sheree Whitfield. I love Sheree. I really, really like Sheree. I did a biography on Sheree. I love Sheree. So it's being reported that Sheree and her man have split, and they split because he didn't want to film. He said on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, he didn't want anything to affect his parole. Supposedly, she went up there to, he's being in a halfway house in, the state is on my tongue, Pennsylvania. And this is where everything went down. Of course, the cameras were there, and there's pictures going around. I can't bring it up, or that damn ad will pop up of Sheree sitting on a table by herself looking lonely. I call BS, and let me tell you why. Sheree is not beyond giving us a good storyline. Okay, remember the whole house being in different people's names and whatnot. Tyrone is money hungry, allegedly, camera hungry, loves being in the spotlight. I think they're about to fake a good storyline for us this upcoming season. There is nothing that can tell me that Tyrone does not want to film. Okay, please. Probably I think part of his attraction to Sheree is that she was on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm calling BS on this.
If he's in a halfway house, right? So basically, he's staying there for a period of time.
For a period of time, yeah.
Yeah, for treatment. Then I'm sure they got work release. Him filming would be part of working, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so I'm just not falling for it. Sheree, I love you. You give me great lines. Who gonna check me, boo? And hell to the no, and all that. But you are giving me a fake storyline again this season. I'm not buying it. This is Tyrone about to have the time of his life. Okay, he can't wait to get on camera, and now he doesn't have to lie anymore to get money. Remember,
or it can go that way. Either that they setting it up for a storyline. It'd be hard for me to think that if he just sitting in this thing and he don't want to go out in front of cameras and eat well and all these things, it sounds sort of crazy for me. Unless she's saying he don't want to film and the relationship just went south.
Well, allegedly,
for other reasons,
broke up, but it's supposed to be because of him filming. He didn't want to film. Please.
Right. Oh no, I wouldn't think that would be the reason. I think that could be a reason why.
Sheree, stop it, Sheree. That's not gonna work. I love you. I respect you collecting bones and all that, but no,
that could be a reason. I mean, half the time when people in jail, they love to date you until they get out. That's when they end it. Now, I'm just saying.
I don't have time for you tonight.
No. I'm just saying. I'm not sure if this is the situation. I don't know. I don't really even know Tyrone, but I'm just talking about the scenario here. Mm-hmm. It don't make sense why he wouldn't want to film. What else you gonna do? Sit there and play cards and loan out cigarettes to your neighbors?
And this was the same guy that allegedly talked to Nene. Remember this? He's been talking to different women to get on. Okay, he wants to be famous. That's what I'm being told. Let me take a couple people now. Hi, Amused.
What's up, Amused?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Nina?
Hi, Diva.
Hey, Perry. Hey, Sharrell.
Hey, Corey. Okay,
what's up, Corey?
Hey, Corey, no echo today. That's good.
Yeah, I know. I'm on my computer.
My life is boring, so I would fake a storyline too. Well, I think she is. Okay, let's start with Nina. Nina, do you want to talk about Nene? I mean, not Nene. Do you want to talk about Wendy, Sheree, or Lisa Rinna first?
I take who you say, Lisa? I want to take Sherry Shepherd. Let's talk about Sherry Shepherd.
Okay.
I think it's her time. I think everybody has a season, and she has been doing this and she's gotten a lot better since The View, and she did do really well. Because I went back on YouTube and watched when she was on. She did really well, and I don't think she's funny, but I think she's funny enough, and she's on top of the topics. I think, why not? Let it be the Sherry Shepherd show. They need to take Wendy Williams' name off completely. And Perry, I know that's your boy, but I don't believe nothing come out her brother's mouth. A dog is a dog is a dog.
You're talking about...
I don't, because he was the one that came out against her last season and talked all that trash about his own sister.
Nina, that was just a civil little fight.
Sibling rivalry, of course, but it was on TV. It was aired. He did it on his YouTube channel. He did it publicly. I don't believe him.
Oh,
I think he would say anything to promote him, whether it be his channel.
Oh, Nina.
Trying to get. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know you got to keep it real. Oh,
I
Nina.
gotta keep it real. I just, it's something about him. I don't like. You don't come out against your. If you have something to deal with your brother or your sister, you don't call the press. I don't care if she is big.
Tommy is really, really sweet. He really is.
Me to you, but we don't know him like that, Sharrell. We see what we see on the channels. You know, we don't know him like you and Perry do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might be genuine. He might be. I'm not putting nothing past the brother. I think, you know, they can love you from a great distance all the way across the damn world and never say nothing to you. You know, but Sheree Shepherd, I think it's her time, and I think it should be the Sheree Shepherd show. I love Sheree Shepherd now. I'm glad she got away from The View and all them people on The View, and she's doing her own thing. She looks marvelous. She's lost that weight.
Yes, she did.
About Sheree Shepherd is, I love her, but don't make your son your everything about what's going on with you. We love Jeffrey too, but let's see Sheree.
This channel, we get too damn honest. It's okay.
Well, you got us like that.
Okay, Diva, what do you think about Tommy? What do you think about Tommy?
I'm leaning in Nina's direction, right? Here's the thing. And I think the press has actually been very sympathetic to Wendy, because remember, if this wasn't Wendy and it was somebody else, Wendy would be dragging the person for filth.
Yeah.
So I think the press has been very lenient to her, and I do sympathize with her. And I do wish her well, because I've been loving Wendy since she was on the radio, right? I am leaning towards some of these diagnoses that are floating around, only because last season, when she couldn't come back right away, she did her own little statement. She came on and had her own little video and said, "I'll be back soon." We have seen nothing of her this season. She's never come out herself and said, "You know what, guys, I'm doing better. I'm going to be back soon."
Do you guys remember there's an old Hollywood actress? Her name is Rita Hayworth, and she suffered from dementia, but it was alcohol
induced.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I hear that she has dementia, someone had told me this a year ago, but it was alcohol that brought it on and make it work. If you drink enough, you will get forgetful.
Yeah.
And
remember, I told you I went to her show last season when she was still there, and she couldn't remember a thing. I just attributed to other stuff, but Norman was telling her everything. He was telling her who was on the screen. He was helping her out. And they kind of cut that particular show that I was at, they cut it off early, and they was holding her up and walking her out of there. So it's like, I think a lot is going on with her. I just wish that gracefully they would have just ended it last season, and she could have went out on the higher note versus the way that it's happening now.
Let me ask you this, Diva, because you are a nurse. Tell everyone you're a nurse. If you get dementia brought on by alcohol, if you stop the alcohol, will it reverse the damage?
That I don't know. So I did pediatrics, but even with nursing, like you can't know everything, right? So that I don't know, but I think she has so many diagnoses and situations going on. Like, they have to recover her from so much. They have to recover her from the substance abuse. They have to recover her from the lymphedema and all that's going on with that. I think all the things that she has done that compiled on her is bringing out so many things in her. And then she got the Graves' disease. I think she has so much going on, and the substance abuse and all of that did not help. I think it made everything worse. In terms of Sheree, I think Sheree got her reality shows mixed up. She should be on, what is that? Love at the
Love like a
Lockup.
lockup.
Yeah,
You are wrong
Right.
for that. You're wrong for that.
she got it confused. And so with Tyrone, it's a mixture of things for me. I don't know the rules when they put an ankle bracelet on you. Can you be outside after? Don't you have a curfew? And
Some of them, yeah.
And all of these rules and regulations. So I had pictured in my mind because I read that she didn't tell him to the 11th hour that they were going to be filming the meetup, right? And so I think he was kind of pissed, like, hold up, wait a minute. You should have told me they was about to film this. I don't know if he was coming there after hours.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was seeking to see her. I don't know the whole story. But Sheree, I'm so mad at her because you've been off a couple of seasons. You had time to have a book of storylines. Yo, I would have been home journaling like 15 different storylines that I would have had ready. So when Bravo called me back, I would have been like, yo, I got a whole bunch of stuff. And everybody's waiting for She by Sheree. Pay some people to do 15 sketches for you, and there go your storyline right there. The first time you come on, show your sketches. The next time they feeling you, show yourself going to the fabric store to buy a fabric to get this line on board. She gets an F. I'm so pissed at her. If she messes up the bag this time, this is going to be on her. We're not even going to call and say, bring her back. Like, how stupid can you be? Come on. You should have been ready. Tyrone shouldn't have been her only ace in the bag. He should have been a side storyline. Like, okay, if he meet up, then I'm going to do Tyrone, but I'm going to do She by Sheree. And then for the season finale,
you are right.
For the season finale, she could have had a whole fashion show in her basement because that house is right. She's stupid.
Yeah. Well, she ain't got no house. That's on Bravo.
Talk about Sheree. We're not gonna do that here. I love Sheree.
I do too, but
she had probably a decade to get She by Sheree.
Yes.
It's working.
She had a whole journal of storylines already. Come on. And then with Lisa Rinna, I know she loves her mom. She loved Lois. She loved her mom. She doesn't know how to use the right words, because what she could have said is, in memory of my mom, I have a lipstick named after her. If you buy it this weekend, not only will you get one, you'll get another one. Share with a friend, and then do hashtag love Lola, rest in peace, or whatever. She's a fool. They're so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, she used the wrong wording. Like, word that thing right. If you're going to be greedy, do it right. Because we know she loved her mom. We know she loved her mom, because on the show, she always brought her on there. She always talked about it. And I fell in love with Lola too. I loved her too.
Lois,
but you do it through Lois, right? And do it the right way. Do it the right way. I thought she got no money or something like that for sure. But but do it the right way and say, we're going to do this in memory of my mom, because I loved her so much. And she loved that I was coming out with this line. So now we got this lipstick named after her, blah, 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 blah. She's mad.
Well,
hold on, let me read the super chat really quick. If it's true, she was on the snow. They're talking about Wendy Williams, and we know what snow is. That can mess up your brain up as well. It might not cause dementia, but it can eat holes in your brain. So this is how it was explained to me over a year ago about what was going on with her. They were talking about holes in her brain and stuff like this. I don't know. Corey, what are your thoughts on Wendy Williams?
That's a mess.
Corey.
Well, I really feel for her, but I'm just saying it's karma too. I really feel for her. I think Tommy should keep his mouth shut, stay out of it, because his son is going to look at him. Her son is going to look at him as if to say, why you out here running your mouth greasy about my mama?
You don't look at it as Tommy's trying to protect his sister?
No. I know
not at all.
Girlfriend, and I'm trying to be respectful as possible.
Thank you.
I can go for the jugular. But I think Tommy should just fall back, because what's coming out is not harsh about Wendy. They're just trying to give her fans some insight into what's going on and why she has to have a permanent.
Well, let me ask you this, Corey. If it was
person.
your sister that everybody was talking about, what would you do?
If my sister was famous
Mhm.
and everybody was talking about, I wouldn't say not one word, because my sister is a very private person. She does not like to be talked about. She does not. My sister, let me just put it this way. My sister was a makeup artist to the stars.
Mhm.
And she does not tell anyone in the business her personal life or anything. She's radio silence. So I know to keep my big mouth shut.
And that's what Tommy should have did, because Wendy is the same way. Nobody really knew about Wendy's personal life unless she put it out there, when she was going to eat and who she was going to eat with. But she was very private. We didn't know anything about Wendy that much until this last year when she started acting real weird, you know.
Southern Charm,
Unmute.
I get you think that Wendy's not private, but she's private about most of her private life. She may
Yes.
talk about that man that she was married to and her son just a little bit, but it's not until I guess maybe 5 years ago you even knew what little Kevin looked like,
Right.
or little Cal.
You're saying this whole thing should have been held more private. Let the
I
public
think so.
talk, but nothing's coming from the family.
Right. Okay.
Why
Can I
her
say this,
sister's
though?
not talking? She got a sister.
Yeah, she has a sister
She's a
named
lawyer
Wendy.
and she knows she can't talk.
Wanda is her name.
Yeah, Wanda's a lawyer and she knows she can't talk.
Let me say this though. I think this, right? I think everybody's right. He shouldn't probably be out there talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's an opinion based. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to call me. Well, why can I talk about it? I just think because it does no good to go and talk about it. You just create more drama that way at the end of the day. I think that I understand that's his family, you know, sometimes you want to keep your family issues within the family, but that's fine. Just don't go out there and tell somebody. If it get out there and it didn't come from the family, it's out there. Don't go and try to fight it and buck up against it. Because if that person's right, they just going to come back next week and say, now they're going to call you a liar.
Exactly.
And they're going to keep making more of a story out of it. But I think we know Wendy is not going to be on that show for the next 30 years. Okay, so let's keep it real. Her time was going to end at a certain point. She's grateful enough to have ended it with a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? To be well set, to go and live a happy life. You know, the best you can, you know, as you get older, you know what I'm saying? With health issues and stuff. And I think there's a lot of rumors out there. And I don't think it's nothing to protect her from when somebody give you a clinical diagnosis of dementia or whatever, right? Nobody's out here saying, oh, she's on the pipe. She's on did this. If you keep bucking the system, if it's not dementia, and whether it is or not, I'm just saying, just don't try to control the narrative. Let it run its course.
Yeah.
If it's not dementia, then people are going to guess, well, what else could it be? And then they're going to add that on. And that's even harmful because you don't want to end your career on that bad note. Like, you know, nobody want to, you know, end it on a health issue, but that's a part of life. You know what I'm saying?
Amuse,
right, Perry.
Amuse, do you guys have Wendy Williams in England?
Well, I think so, but we know who she is. Yeah, we know we have the show.
Do you agree with Terry? Should the whole family just shut up?
Yeah, to be honest, I think they should really just let it be, because really Wendy should have been off the telly from probably a couple of years ago. All the people around her have just been using her really, because you can see, we could all see, it was painful to watch. I mean, as much as we laughed at times at some of the things that she did, it wasn't really, it's not enjoyable to watch someone
go down.
Yeah, go down like that, exactly. So, and to be fair, like what Perry said.
What's that? Would you say, Corey?
I cut the music off. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yes, okay. Yeah. So, also like what Perry said, you know, she should be grateful. She's had such a long run. She's been around for many, many years. She's made lots of money, and now it's just time for her to kind of fade away and focus on herself and just enjoy what life she has. and her family, what's left of her family, really.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
And also her
all the way
show,
around.
it should just be done with. Just call it something else. It's another show. We don't need to.
The Sherry
It's not.
Shepherd show. That sounds
Yeah,
really
exactly.
great.
Wherever
know
it's
what,
going to
though?
be.
You have to
rings
wait
a
till the
bell.
season ends.
Because it's not like the show was called the Wendy Williams show. So why are we trying to find a replacement? Like it should just be a new show altogether,
Yeah.
and find
Right.
whoever you're going to do the show. We don't need. So sometimes when you're trying to replace someone like someone else, it never works out. You just need to replace someone that's good. They don't have to be the same as the person that was there before, or the same kind of humor or whatever. We just have to move on. We just adapt,
Right.
after a while.
I agree.
Wow.
I agree.
All right. I have a long line tonight. I wanted to know before I take off, Corey and you two, Amuse, Lisa Rinna. Does Diva have it down pat? Should she had just worded this differently?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
She
That's all
needs
I'll
to-
say. I don't want
yeah.
to say anything else.
She
I'll
needs
keep
to
my mouth
employ a
shut.
PR person if she
She
can.
should have
afford
shut
it.
Yeah,
her
Diva.
mouth. She ain't got no
I think Diva,
publicist.
because they should
You
hire
should hire
Diva.
Diva.
Yeah.
Well, her and Sheree as well. She seems
Yeah.
to have a good
Lisa
idea.
is tone deaf.
Hey,
Mm.
can I say something about Sheree?
Yes.
I want to say, like, we didn't even want Sheree to come back.
Why?
And this is what Bravo. Why should we? With the Bone Collector, she didn't have a storyline when she left before.
Mhm.
She got fired twice, 3 times to
Sheree
charm.
reminds
They
me of
should- they-
Giselle.
I mean, she's
Sheree.
she flip flops with relationship. She was whoever's driving the boat at the time. And this guy Tyrone, who I don't believe that he didn't want to film with her. I know when you have those ankle bracelets and you're in a halfway house, you have a time limit. But he's about money. That's one reason why he was in prison. If it had caught him a dime, he would have got it. But Sheree, here you go again. And I blame Bravo. You brought her back, and look what you got. This what you got. This what we got to look forward to. This BS. And then the house still ain't built, and we don't.
Oh no, her house is Spanish, Nina.
Yeah.
Her house is Spanish. It's fully furnished, and it looks good.
Wait, what?
Lord. But they're good. We got the house.
But
We got
she's
the
spending
Sheree
all
kind
her
of
money.
reminds me of Gazelle. Not Gazelle. Yeah,
Right.
Giselle, not Gazelle.
Right.
She got
Yeah,
chairs that
Giselle.
cost in her dining room that cost $3,000 a piece.
She spent all her money on this house and not her brand, She by Sheree. Because Diva is right. She could have had a clothing line by now. It's been
Maybe
well
she's
over a
waiting for the
decade.
money.
Too.
Yeah.
Money
She
from
had a lot
her
to live up
ex-boyfriend when he comes out,
to
wherever
live
he's
up
Well,
to
hidden.
about this house.
The reason why he couldn't film is because he's not actually in a halfway house. He's not out of jail. He is still finishing his time on home arrest because of C-19 stuff. So if he went to meet her to film, he would have went back to the pen.
He didn't go see her. She went up to Philly to see him.
That's what I mean. At the restaurant. If he left his home to go to the restaurant, he'd be back in the pen. He's not in a halfway house.
No,
But
you
I mean,
can
Corey,
leave.
wouldn't she have known this though? Like, if that's her boyfriend,
Yeah.
so it's not like you're not gonna tell me to meet you at the airport when you at the train station.
She
You
don't.
know what I'm saying? It just don't make sense.
She don't care though. She don't care.
You can leave.
Sheree,
It's
the
just a
reason why
certain
Sheree
amount of
don't have a
time.
man is she don't have an empathy chip.
Dang.
She
Hi,
is
Angela.
Lisa Rinna of the South.
Hi, thank you, finally.
Oh,
You've no idea. I'm
first?
from Scotland, I'm sorry. But
You're from Scotland?
some of these ash really annoy me.
Hold on, guys. I think she has a delay. Can you hear me, Angela?
I can now, thank you. Can you hear me?
I love the accent. I do.
I'm sorry, I love yous. You're all great. Perry, you're amazing.
Perry?
Oh, fine, thank you.
Oh, I
Thank you.
so agree with him. I'm sorry, love, but you're out. Perry's my man.
Tell me, Angela, what are your thoughts on Lisa Rinna? I'm being very forgiving towards her today.
I have, because I feel her pain. She's grieving and she loved her mum. You can see that. And her Insta, everything, you can see she loved her. She's a money grabber. She says it herself. She's out for money. So, well, Lola's looking down going, hell yeah, rain the money.
Everybody's calling Lisa Rinna greedy. Is it because of her?
Course.
Is it because
No
of her?
doubt, no lies.
Oh God.
Where's the lies? There's none. She is. She doesn't deny it.
Well, she doesn't call it greed. She says she's a hustler.
Well, same thing, really. If
I
you're
know, I'm
Scottish,
just
you're
saying
going to
it's-
say you're
yeah.
greedy.
A hustler is
And
greedy.
she's a hustler. Let's be honest, she is, and her mum's going to be like, "Hell yeah, baby, you go for it."
So, do you guys have Wendy Williams in Scotland?
Yep.
You do?
And I feel for her. She's a bitch. She's a hard ass bitch. But
Hold on. Did you just call her a bitch?
I did. I'm sorry. She is. She absolutely is. I'm going to call a spade, and I'm a white ass girl, and I'm sorry, she is. And you're not going to be offended, I'm sure, Sharrell, or anybody else, Perry. Nobody is. Because I'm going to call a spade. I'm sorry, grey-haired diva. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're stunning. I'm not trying to be anything shady, none of this. But at the end of the day, the girl has problems. It's been clear for years and years. And TV shows are going to take advantage. They're absolute Beverly Hills, the rest of them, they're all going to do the same. Bravo and the rest of the likes. These are all about where you can make the money and where you can make the drama. And I'm sorry, anybody's going to make money off people. So it is. So we will live, and I'm going to call it as it is.
So you feel no compassion towards Wendy Williams?
Oh, of course I do.
Oh, okay.
The woman has dementia. If she genuinely has dementia, she has problems, and I genuinely feel for her. And I don't think people should exploit her. But at the same time, she's been exploiting herself by putting herself out there because she wants to make money, and she wants to make herself out there.
Wow.
And she's been controversial in what she said to black and white people, regardless. She doesn't care. She wants to make a name for herself, and she wants to be out there through being hard spoken and saying her truths. And who can deny that?
What do you think about that, Diva? People are saying, you know what? This is karma. What's happening to Wendy? And they're
we lose karma so easily, right? It's her job. It's what she did, and she even did it way back in the radio, way before social media. And we would have to get the scoop from like Hype magazine, like the magazines off the shelf, and Wendy was saying it. And at that time, it was like, oh my God, like everybody was tuned into the radio station to hear, the gossip. I don't think it's karma. I think it's unfortunately all of the substance abuse and the other things that happened to her. Because what's the shock doc? What is his name? He's
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. He's wild too. Like, so I don't think it's karma. I think that unfortunately all of her lifestyle is contributing to what she's going through right now. And I think depression is on top of it because she can't seem to shake, the divorce. So she has so many diagnoses that are just not going in her favor.
Though, I think.
Oh, you turned to the side. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, in her defense, though, I think she's got a lot of shit that's been going on for a long time, and I think it's a combination of things that's all come together, and her age and shit, and her hormones and all that kind of stuff as well is going to play a part. I'm not going to lie. So, I think there's a lot of things, substance, you name it, and nobody's going to know the full extent, and nobody is.
Diva, as a nurse, can cocaine put holes in your nose?
Oh, it does a lot. Remember what they said about Whitney Houston? Her teeth fell out.
Oh, they said that about Whitney Houston?
Yeah, it did a lot to her. So I'm sure it could do a lot. And then you're talking about over years. She did it over years. But I think
Wendy Williams.
Some of that shit didn't just happen over years. This just happens.
The other problem I think is too, Sharrell, is that the industry itself, it uses their talent as a workhorse, right? So it's like they knew that she wasn't well for a while, but as long as they can post her up and send her out there to do the job to get the money, they did. So they didn't care about her. And now that she's on the last, like in this condition now, it's like, oh, well, we did all we could. We got to find her replacement. And business-wise, you do, right? But personal-wise, y'all use her up. And there's so many people in the industry
And they
that
give no fucks now.
they use you until they can't use you no more. And then they just toss you away.
Yeah. Angela, do you guys have a drug problem in Scotland?
Oh, very much so. A very big one.
Really?
Like a huge one. And the Scottish government does nothing about it. So I won't get into politics, so don't go there. But I completely have compassion and understand where Wendy and everybody's coming from. I completely do. So, and my own grandmother, I have issues in my own family with dementia and stuff like that. Alzheimer's. So I completely understand and have compassion. However, I don't fully think that drugs played a full extent in Wendy's issues. I think she had underlying health complaints. The industry gives no fucks for her. I'm sorry for my language, but they don't. And as a rule in Scotland, in the States, regardless where it is worldwide, nobody cares. And I'm using no filters. I don't care. I'm showing all my wrinkles, and I'm almost 40, and I'm just glad to be alive, to be honest, because I've had much shit going on in my own life. So, to be honest, I'll give you my honest opinion, and elsewhere, I'm sorry. I apologise, Sharrell and Perry and everybody else.
I appreciate you calling in. And for some reason, you just cussed up a storm, but it was so cute. It was so cute.
Hey, it's the way we speak. We mean no harm.
I loved it. Thank you, Angela, for calling in. I appreciate
my
it.
darling. Love you.
Bye, Angela.
Take care. Bye. I was not offended, not one bit. She says she's such a bitch. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Hi, Kim.
Hi, you guys. This is my first time calling.
Thank you. Welcome. What did you want to sound off on today?
Oh, a lot.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead.
Number one, Dorit, her robbery.
Dorit?
I have security cameras and stuff, and my security is on day and night.
No, wait, hold on, Kim. Okay, we're not going to talk about Dorit today because, they don't like us. We kind of call the truth. Okay, say it really quickly, Kim.
I just said it.
Okay, good.
Oh, because I don't understand why she didn't have an alarm system on.
It's so much. I'm not going to say anything today. I'm not.
We
don't want PK. We don't want him rearing his ugly head again. We're going to move on.
Okay, there's another thing too. Jen Shaw in Utah. I was raised Mormon. I'm no longer Mormon. And that's been going on since I was a kid.
What?
Laundering and stuff like that.
What? Being a thief? Stealing?
Yeah. Okay. In Utah, big time.
What? Oh, okay, hold on. We got to clean this up. A lot of people from Utah watch. You're saying that you have that in generations, right? Is that what we're saying? We're not saying all people from Utah are thieves,
but it's has been very common since I was a kid.
Ooh,
okay. Laundering money and stuff like that. They would go to church, and these are my relatives, not my side. They would go to church and they would make deals and stuff, shady deals after church, right there.
Oh my God. Okay.
And Mary on Salt Lake.
Uh-huh.
She does have a cult. She's a cult leader, and I'll tell you why. Anyone who tries to take you from God or from your family and put, a sword there is not of God. God is all about love, unconditional love.
Yeah.
The way she talks to Whitney is not love. And you don't Jesus, if he was walking right now, he would never be doing that to people.
Yeah. Do you watch Wendy Williams? Do you watch the Wendy Williams show?
No, I don't, but I feel bad for her and I have prayed for her. I don't know what's going on with her, but all this other stuff on Housewives I watch, that's enough.
Yeah.
My
Hi,
brain can't
Dorit.
take it.
Hi, Dorit. Black mom. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can hear you. It's Dorit's mom's black friend.
I know we got to get a regular name going here. What do you have to say about today's topics?
I just have to say, like, I feel bad for Wendy Williams. I feel like you ever just like meet like a bitter person who's unhappy no matter like how much success that they have. Like, I feel like that was kind of like Wendy. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're saying that at the root of Wendy Williams' problem, you think she's just unhappy for years? Because these problems have been going on for quite some time.
But I think she's insecure. And if you think about it, she's a grown woman. Like, look at the things that she's able to accomplish, but you're still running behind a man that disrespects you. Ooh. He had time to have a whole baby on you, but you knew he was cheating on you with this woman for like a decade. You're gonna tell me that you have all the money people dream about, and you still running behind this bald-headed man? Come on, that's insecurity. That's insecurity. You're supposed to be setting an example for younger black girls in New Jersey. Like, come on, I do feel bad for her.
Dorit, this is a bit harsh. People go through struggles. You're saying that she's taking too long to get over Kevin?
I'm not saying that she's taking too long to get over Kevin. I feel bad for her because it's evidently you're insecure. Like, you remember, like, her mom died and that was devastating. But still, like, you worried about Kevin. Look how much she's accomplished. And I feel like what's contributing to whatever it is that's going on to her is a lot with her lifestyle. But I feel like she internalized Kevin too much. I feel like she didn't have the confidence to just kick him to the curb and do what she needed to do in life. Because you can't tell me, look how successful this woman is. Look how successful this woman is.
What do you think about what she's saying? If she wouldn't have divorced Kevin, if Kevin wouldn't have cheated on her, would Wendy be just fine?
No.
Why?
I think it's because I think it was coming. I think the more you push stuff down, the more you kind of bottle it up, it'll come back up. I think these health problems would have been evident. It may not have happened as fast as it did. It may have taken a lot longer. I think her thyroid issue is complicating a lot of things.
And that,
I mean, a lot of her lifestyle had to do with her illness and what's going on with her too.
Stress doesn't help it either.
Yeah, it doesn't. It compounds things. I think with her husband, unfortunately, their relationship was dysfunctional so long, she got used to the dysfunction. And you can't get used to the dysfunction. And so then when the breakdown happened and he was gone, and I do believe he said he was holding things together for her because they were such partners for so long, like in business and all of that. And not saying that it was right. It was dysfunctional, but it was dysfunction that she was used to. I think once he left, and she talking about all those years of him being her partner and helping her, right, wrong, or indifferent, when he left,
hey guys,
she didn't know what to do. She couldn't hold it together anymore.
Hi, Brendan. How are you? Is this Corey's Brendan?
Yes.
Hey, Brendan.
Hey, Brendan. How are you?
Hi, Brendan.
Brendan, what did you want to sound off on today?
hold on. Something's wrong here.
He's got a delay, Sharrell.
He's got a delay. Can you hear me, Brendan?
It might be earplugs.
He's got a new tablet, and he wanted to do it by himself.
All right, let me bring up the final caller, and then we're going to wrap this up. Sassy girl, what did you have to add to the conversation?
I wanted to start with Wendy first. I think she was self-medicating because I saw a lot of people in the comments talking about her having Graves' disease. But most people don't use snow to self-medicate it. It's usually marijuana. But the dementia part was, I used to work with dementia and Alzheimer's patients, and we would have to do studies on them, and we'd watch a movie. They'd show us a movie of it, and then we had to watch it, and then we had to take a test after it. When you have dementia or Alzheimer's, it's not so much the holes. It's called black tar, where your brain, that's the only name they can think of, because it looks like tar and it's black, and it starts to cover your brain.
Hold on, sassy girl. Diva, you're a nurse. Have you heard anything about this black tar?
Remember, I did peds, so no, I would have to look it up. I do know they do certain tests so they can determine the early stages of it, and then when they do find out, they let the family know this is probably what you're going to see. This is how it's going to go. This is how we can make it slow down, or whatever the case may be. So no, I would have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm not an expert at the whole thing, but you know, I done went to the doctor and had X-rays and stuff, and they said that with, I mean, not the scans and stuff, but they says when you get, like, I guess the brain have a whole bunch of white cells in it. I think it's white cells or whatever. But when you lose them, it's like it's a whole bunch of them. They die out. They don't come back. So when somebody says, if you lose them, now other things.
That's the same with alcohol.
But the black tar is what makes you not remember things, and you get stuck in a certain memory that was either traumatic to you or good to you. I took care of a lady who had Alzheimer's, and she was Jewish. A lady, an elderly lady.
Okay.
She had Alzheimer's. She had got to that point. The dementia had moved on to Alzheimer's. She was Jewish, and her mind was stuck in where the Nazis raided them. They got her out of the house, and she survived, but her whole family died. So she would relive this every single day.
Oh God!
And the youngest you can get dementia is at the age of 35, because we had a resident where I worked at the Texas Veterans Home. She was in the Navy, and they had to discharge her because they found out she had dementia, and she was only 35.
Well, I'm running out of time here. Let me ask you this, Sassy. Do you think it's over for Wendy Williams?
I think she needs to just let it go and heal herself and get the right treatment she needs and just live her life. I don't think she needs to come back to TV at all. Because it's just going to make it worse, because of, on top of her depression, everything with her divorce. I think she just needs to, just go on and live her life and get treatment and hopefully get well. We all pray for her. I did like her on the radio. On TV, she got more gutter, so that's when I stopped watching her. But I did love when she was on radio. And for Lisa Rinna, real quick, I think if the lipstick would have went over better had she made it when her mom was still alive and said, "I'm going to use this, in your passing as an honor to you." And it wouldn't came off so.
Said.
And that's why I was saying what Perry was saying. I was agreeing with that.
All right. Thank you, Sassy. Thank you, Kim, so much for calling in. I appreciate your call.
Thanks,
bye, guys. Bye-bye. Let me bring up one more person. Hey! Long time no see. I'm so glad you called in, and the perfect person I wanted to talk to. Listen, you've been following these stories. You do Housewives and everything else. Let's start out with Wendy Williams. Harry said that Wendy Williams. Okay, you guys. Okay, they're like brothers. They're gonna start their inside jokes. Wendy Williams. Does Tommy need to quit talking about his sister point blank? Period.
You know what? Funny story. And I was telling this last night on my channel. I actually went on Tommy's channel and like, yes. And the short answer, because I don't want to be long-winded. Yeah. He do need to stop talking about Wendy. Yes. But also the thing is, he doesn't really talk about Wendy, because if you realize, like, he'll have Wendy in the title and then he'll be talking about tuna fish sandwich. Then he'll go over and talk about chicken salad. And then he'll go over and talk about tuna melt. And you'll be like, wait, I thought this was about Wendy Williams. So, we all just confused about, what he be talking about sometimes. But yes, I think silence would be better if he didn't say anything.
Wouldn't you want to protect your sister?
Yes, exactly. If anything, I would be out there saying like, hey, you guys, like even the title of my show last night was Pray for Wendy Williams. I think, the best thing to do would just to remind everybody to send their love, send their prayers, as far as like talking and doing all that to the press. No, don't do that anymore. Don't do it anymore.
Why is everybody saying this? I mean, that's his sister. He feels some type of way. Leave my sister alone. Stop talking about her. I don't know. Maybe you guys are right.
Sherrell. No, this is what I think, though. Even if he was coming to that point to come out there and say, leave my sister alone when somebody was throwing rocks at her, we don't went through this. If you respond to it, it keeps repeating itself.
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't nothing you can do to this person.
Yeah.
But I just think this, right? And this is the whole thing with the Tommy thing. I think that he wants his family stuff to be private, meaning him, his sister, and all that stuff.
That's natural.
But she's in a public light. That's what he got to remember, though.
Right. And
she
Wendy Williams,
Wendy
Williams is an icon.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it out there. People going to talk about her.
I mean, people know her all over the world.
You're saying, AT2, it's unreasonable to ask anybody not to talk about her. She is a public figure. We're going to talk about her. The best thing for you to do is ignore it and take care of whatever problems you guys got going on.
Right. I said this. Wendy Williams would have to talk about somebody who's in this similar situation. She would have to talk about it. She couldn't avoid not talking about it. So it's fair game,
She would drag them for filth, like Diva said.
Yes, she would. And then, her brother wants people to be quiet, but like AT was saying, every title for his video on his channel, it says Wendy. It says something with Wendy. It's like, Wendy, you're here. And you have people thinking she's on there. And then when you tune in, you're like, what the heck? Did I read the title wrong? You back out, reread the title to make sure you didn't read it wrong. Yeah, he has to stop too.
Well, I think at the end of the day, he loves his sister. He might not be handling this right.
No doubt with that.
It's gotta hurt to go in the public and hear people say she's going crazy. She's done. She's washed up.
Okay, put it this way. Let me say this story like this. No doubt, he loved his sister.
Mm-hmm.
Most people do generally gonna love their sister or brother, right? Mm-hmm. But just business 101. When things are good and there's no controversy, if you ride the wave, you get to ride that wave up and down, right? Because controversy gonna come. Mm-hmm. It's hard. It's easy said and done. Mm-hmm. But you do not accomplish nothing if you go out there and respond to it. People want you to respond to it so they can keep reacting over and over. Yeah. And if you say it's not dementia, they gonna start coming up with a whole bunch of other stuff that you really gonna dislike, right?
Right.
They just try to put a battery in his back. That's all.
Yeah, right.
All right, really quickly, Lisa Rinna. Everyone's calling her greedy, AT2. I mean, she is, but shouldn't we give her a little space? Her mom just died. If she wants to sell her lowest lipsticks, let her sell them, right?
No, she, like someone said, she should have started selling it when she said her mom is transitioning. She should have started selling it then. But the fact that she's going to do this after her mom passed away, and people grieve differently, and maybe she thought it was going to be a beautiful tribute. But my thing is that no, take this time out to work on yourself, heal yourself, because as I understand, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is in Mexico right now, and Lisa is there.
What? No, I didn't hear that. That's
Yeah.
what you heard?
I'll send you a link to it.
No.
Yeah, she's there in the
Really?
scene. Yeah, so
She don't
my
give a
thing.
That's a whole new dimension of
Oh,
things.
She
I
getting
meant,
that bag regardless.
Are you
gonna get that bag?
T2? Lisa
I didn't mean to
Rinna,
give you that
you are so
exclusive, but I
greedy.
guess
She got $2 million mortgage allegedly.
Okay, I was all feeling sorry for Lisa. I was all, we should leave her alone. You know, she's got her little
Yeah.
drug daughter
No,
over here.
Sharrell, feel sorry for her because the other one got held up at gunpoint, and the next day she invited everybody over for brunch. So they used to
Yeah, exactly.
working. They used to
Exactly.
working after tragedy.
they'll do anything to stay on that show. It's ridiculous. They'll do anything to stay on that show. I said it.
So 82, what do you think about what's his name? PK getting mad at Perry for doing the same thing he did to Erica Jane?
Hypocritical.
Yeah.
The thing is, the reason why he was so mad at Perry is because he know Perry called him out on his fake storyline for next season.
That's pretty
Hey,
much it.
like Gabor said, Dorit hired allegedly Garcelle's cousins to come over.
All right. And what do you think about Sheree Whitfield's alleged boyfriend not wanting? No, she married him, didn't she? Did she marry Tyrone?
I don't think she married him, right?
Okay, good. Let's hope that
they're
doesn't
not
happen.
married.
Ooh.
What do we think about Tyrone allegedly breaking up with Sheree because he doesn't want to be on camera? Now, this is a man that went to jail after dating every girl in town and stealing money. He loves the camera. What do you think?
Yo, I see. For me personally, I don't believe none of that stuff with what's going on with Sheree, with the whole, he broke up with her because he didn't want to film and stuff like that. Because you got to remember, he was the one that put it out there that him and Nene had a thing going on. And so,
stop. He put it out there?
Yeah, like wasn't that because he was Tyrone, right? That was the guy
that was Tyrone. Yeah, I didn't know he did it. I thought
I think that's the same one that was in prison before when Sheree was on the show and said that so to me it seemed like he loved the camera. So I don't I don't think Sheree would mess up him possibly going back to jail.
Yes,
and
she
stuff.
would.
You think she would do that for camera?
Yes, she would. Because she's
Why?
selfish. She's selfish and narcissistic.
You know what, Corey?
You gotta leave my girl alone.
I don't think she would do that to try to lure him out to a restaurant. Because really, and even if she did, it's not on her. If you don't get a couple tours in prison, that shit's on your ass.
Yes,
you know you're losing regulations, and that's what you should have been.
If she's supposed to love him, why would you put him in that situation?
Well, I mean,
why would you even put him
that's
in
no. That's the whole thing. Do we really know that's how it went down?
True.
Tyrone would probably be coming on with on Portia's show. That's why he said he didn't want to be on camera. He probably got a better deal. Probably come on with Portia as a new man.
We are bad. Oh my God.
But Sheree does not have a heart. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she hasn't, but he's got a heart.
What did Tyrone have though? I'm not gonna just throw.
I don't think he has a heart either.
Correct. But what about Tyrone?
I don't think he has a heart either. I just think he just don't want to go back to the big house.
He's not going back. That's what I'm saying. No way. We didn't get no report this morning. Tyrone going back to jail.
Right.
Because he didn't show up.
No.
You think this is all for storyline too?
Yes, I think this is all for storyline because Sheree needs to bring it.
It don't make sense for him to be at a restaurant if that's the case. And he would have knew it and she would have knew it.
Right, but Sheree needs to bring it this season because basically we're leaning on her to save the franchise. So she needs to bring it. So this is all a storyline. I'll be watching, I'll say that.
So far in the last 10 minutes, she brung more than what the show gave this year.
She's doing her Giselle. so she arranged all that. He stood me up so she can have her little camera time. And so the girls can say, well, girl, you don't need him and blah, blah, blah. And
Sheree's going to be
set up. Maybe Bravo the middle piece. Bravo set it up, and just to give you a taste of what's going to happen.
Yep.
Next season.
Listen, at the end of the day, y'all got to stop coming for my girl. I really like Sheree. If she has to tell a little minor white lie here and there, I don't care.
She's just like this Giselle. There's nothing.
I love
She does it
summer,
beautifully
spring, fall.
She mastered the art of getting in everybody's business but her own. It's so
She's
beautiful.
a mean girl.
She's a bone collector. Don't tell me you didn't laugh
Regina
when she called.
George.
Did you laugh when she called Portia a carpet muncher? She's so funny.
The only thing I like, who gonna check me, boo? I still
who gonna check me, boo? She has all these crazy sayings. I love Sheree.
We need to bring her ass back there. We need to go ahead and get her back.
We need her back. We need
her back.
I mean, need somebody because it's not gonna be good.
I don't care if Tyrone come or not, but we need Sheree back.
Does not bring it. I don't see anybody else on the show bringing it. To tell you the truth,
right?
The whole Real Housewives of Atlanta could be canceled for good.
I think it will.
You think it's gonna get canceled?
Yeah, because they alienated Portia. She's the drama star.
She has her own show. Corey, get over Portia. She's
I meant to say Kenya. I meant to say Kenya.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
they alienated Kenya. She's the drama star. She stirs up the ish.
Right.
Let's all keep our fingers crossed and see what happens. I love this.
And I don't want to see Sister Wife. I don't. I really don't. Akon is not that fine to have me his side chick with his wife and his other side chick and the other side chick. No.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. That sister wife stuff, I ain't got time for it. That's like a man going wild in a whorehouse.
That's gonna be her storyline, though.
A man going wild in a whorehouse. Okay.
I mean, that's exactly where he got.
Don't forget to check your messages. Hi, Apple. How are you?
Okay, I'll check it.
And Brendan was very worried about you, AT.
Yeah. You're doing. Just give an update on how you're doing really quickly.
Yes. So, it was very hard for me a month ago, but now it's just kind of like I've been staying busy in my personal life and just remaining positive and just knowing that, hey, even though I might have felt like nobody had my back, there's a whole abundance of people that have my back. So I appreciate and I love every single one of you. And one more thing I want to say. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is the best franchise. I'm just gonna say it. They have been bringing it.
82. I can't help but to notice. I noticed one thing.
82. They're like aliens. They're like from different planets.
I hear some static. AT. What you say?
I said Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is the best franchise. The last 3 episodes, they have been killing it.
See, you know what? You need to be drugged.
It's strange. They're very strange characters.
Hit that button.
We're gonna take you to the eye doctor. You got it twisted. Now they
Sherrell, can I ask you something though? Did anybody on the panel notice this? Did anybody on the panel notice this? When 82 first came up, I'm not sure if he's trying to impress a muse.
Yeah, he's been unbuttoning himself.
His shirt was buttoned all the way up. His shirt was always buttoned up to the top.
You showing us the taco meat.
Now look at it.
I had the taco meat. They wanted the taco meat, so I had to, open it up.
Oh God. So 82, you've gone lower and lower each minute.
He's doing a strip tease.
He'll be calling you Bola.
They said they wanted entertainment today, so I decided to give y'all entertainment.
You said don't try to be Bola.
Take it all off, 82.
Oh,
all right, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. AT should have called in earlier. We always have fun when talking to you. You gotta call in earlier. Stay on the line. Don't hang up, okay? Okay. Amuse, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate the call. It's always fun. Always.
Thank you very much, guys. Take care.
Okay, take care.
Say hello if you see him. Okay? Take care.
Bye.
Corey, love talking to you. You got to work that out with Brendan really quickly.
I am.
It's headphones, probably. He might need headphones or something. I don't know.
He had Bluetooth headphones, and I think that was the problem.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's going to work like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Take care, Corey. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Steve, as always, it's a pleasure. Stay on the line. Do not hang up. Okay, I wanted to thank everyone for your super chats today. You don't have to support the channel, and you do, so I appreciate it. They're saying taco meat in the comment section.
And then I will stay on the line. I won't hang up.
I appreciate it. What, 2 more days, guys, until Thanksgiving? I'm so excited. Ooh, I love Thanksgiving, one of my favorite times of the year. I wanted to thank everyone in the super chat. This has been a great video. Wasn't much going on today, but we ended up talking over an hour and a half again today. I don't know how we do it every day. Let's say bye, Perry, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.